Got my little bird chirping. I tell my son all the time, do not put your life in these weird people's hands. Do not give them excuse or reasoning to be able to blackmail you and coerce you and break you. Do not give them a reason. And when I say them, I'm talking about the system, the programming. Okay, let's just be clear here. That's what I'm talking about. If I give anybody any advice, it is that. Okay? Be smart, be tactful, be diplomatic, be kind, be graceful, live by the law, but do not put yourself in the system's hands, the matrix hands, the programming's hands. They will chew you up and spit you out for breakfast. They will. And then your life, your desires, your wants, your thoughts, your opinions will be out the door. Will be out the door. They will go bye-bye. And then you will be their little puppet on their little string. On their little string that they can use and move at their beck and call. It will happen, something along those lines. It will. I see it every day. I see it every single day. I see people doing things they don't generally want to do. I can tell. I can tell by the tone of their voice. I can tell by their mannerisms. I can tell that in different ways it's eating them up inside because they know what they do. They know what they're a part of. They know their little side hustles. They know their illusions that they're a part of. And they also know how they got tagged into it. They know how they got tagged into it. You can't always believe what you hear. And oftentimes you can't even believe what you see. You can't believe what you see with your own two eyes. Because we live in a world right now where there's so many illusions. So many illusions. There's such a strong pull of Israel within our country, and there has been for years. For years. I can just see it in my community. In my community, the strong pull that Israel has here. Based off the billboards, based off the signs, based off the businesses, based off the business growth, based off the designing and the new branding that some old businesses have taken upon themselves to revamp. I see it. I can see it. And it hasn't always been like that in this area. It has not. Born and raised, 42 years in October. I've seen a lot, been through a lot. I have a lot of understanding when it comes to a lot, particularly in the last 11 years of my life. The last 11 years, I have learned so much, and I wouldn't change one bit of it. Not one bit of it. And I wouldn't change tomorrow, and I wouldn't change the next day, and I wouldn't change the next day. Because I understand. I understand my assignment. I understand my purpose. I understand that when I find myself working for these companies, and things happen and they transpire, and things surface, and there's full circle moments, it was designed for it to play out that way. It just was. That's why I'm there. That's why I'm there. I wouldn't be there if it wasn't that way. I've always found myself in the last 11 years starting to work for companies, going with my real authentic self, my genuine self, ready to learn, ready to grow, ready to give 110%, ready to move in integrity and ethics and dignity, and I'm ready to freaking hit the wheel pavement, hit the pavement. I'm ready. And I go in and I do my thing, and then 3 months in, start picking up on things. 6 months really starts getting thick, and then thereafter it's just like nails on a chalkboard. where you start connecting different dots. You start seeing things. Things start making sense. You're like, oh, maybe there's some alignment here prior to me starting that wasn't really quite becoming. Maybe. You know? It's one of those things. I saw a lot of that in property management too. Of course, it's inevitable to see that in the industry. The insurance industry, duh. It's not like the insurance industry has a really great name for itself. They're not out here doing God's work. I can assure you of that. I find the insurance industry to find in different ways a quick way to make a lot of money for certain people. I find it to be very interesting, to be honest with you. I don't know what happened to the good old, mean what you say and say what you mean. You know, don't look at everything as a dollar sign. Because at the end of the day, dollars are just paper. You know, abundance is within you, and you can acquire abundance within you when you move in the right reasonings. You move with integrity, with providing services to the consumer in the right way, and taking care of your people, the people that work for you, doing right by them, you know, understanding the economy and understanding different ways the economy and the fail short that it's at right now is not your fault, obviously. However, you're in a position, if you are in a position, you know that answer, to take care of people that take care of you. Help your company grow. Help your branding grow. Continually hit the pavement and hit the momentum. You take care of your people because it's the right thing to do. It'll make you feel better. You know? And I understand it's in numbers, you know? You have to have somewhat of a tunnel vision in order for progress. I understand that. And if everybody went into this world and they, you know, saved every single person, you know, if they gave an inch, people would take a mile. I understand that. Believe me, I understand that. But for me personally, I have learned the people that deserve that inch so they can take a mile. I have learned that. I have learned the people that deserve my efforts. They deserve my time. They deserve to be saved if that's what they need to be. Because generally speaking, people have to save themselves. It's not a matter of anybody else outside of them saving them. Like I learned that within myself. It wasn't anyone coming to save me. Nobody was coming to save me. No one. Not one freaking person other than myself. I was coming to save myself when I finally learned to love myself. When I stopped allowing the exterior illusions, the exterior noise, the exterior chaos, the exterior weird conversations, the psychological warfare, the spiritual warfare, the religious warfare that happens around me substantially has for years upon years in my world, in my life. When I stopped allowing that to dictate me, I quieted it, I silenced it, and I went in and learned my own mind, and I'm still learning it. You're forever learning yourself. My own thoughts, my own feelings, my own emotions, my morals, my values, my ethics, how to articulate things, how to stand on things. And not budge because the exterior world wants to apply pressure because they're not quite at the place you are or equipped to withstand the things that you've withstood. So they want to keep throwing fuel on the fire because they can't hang. But on the back, they consider themselves pretty powerful people. Well, if you're in the back and you're doing things in the back, are you really that powerful? If you're creating illusions and havocs in somebody's life, are you really that powerful? Or is it just an illusion?